Hi, we are working on section 4.3, identifying writing equations for parallel and perpendicular lines. I'm on page 188 in your book, so you can follow along. All right, what makes lines parallel? They never intersect. Very good. So let's say two lines look something like that. It means that the slopes are the same. So parallel lines are pretty straightforward. You just have to have the same slope. So let's do a couple problems. Determine if the lines are parallel. So what you need to get used to, especially as you guys move on to geometry, is that never trust the picture. Never trust the picture. Even though it looks like they're parallel, you don't know. So you have to prove it. And the way you're going to prove it is by checking the slopes. So let's check the slope of A. So the slope of line A is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, let's label this one x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, put my minus signs in. y2 is 2, y1 is 3, x2 is 1, x1 is negative 4. Okay, 2 minus 3 is negative 1. These you change. The slope of line A is negative 1/5. Okay, which makes sense. So that's by doing the slope this way. Let's do the slope of line B by counting it. So from here to here, first of all, is it positive or negative? Negative because it's going downhill. So we'll start here. I'm going to rise up 1, and I'm going to go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me try that again. So it looks like they're parallel, but I'm going to double check. So rise up 1. I know it's 1. I know it's downhill. Let's do the other part. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha! Are A and B parallel? No, A and B are not parallel. Okay, let's try C. Let's do it by counting again too. So positive or negative slope? Negative. So I rise up 1, negative 1, or go down 1, that's fine. And go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so which lines are parallel? A and C. And here's how you write it. A is parallel to C. Okay, let's move on. Write an equation of a line that passes through 5, negative 4, and is parallel to this line. Aha. So we're going to write a new equation. Well, let's find out. What's the slope of this line? 2. Okay. So we have a point of our new line and a slope. So which form do you think we're going to use? Point slope form. Very good. So what's the equation for point slope form? We just did. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, now let's plug it in. Go ahead. This is x. Okay, so y minus negative 4, good, equals, what's the slope? 2 times x minus 5. Now we're going to clean this up. Y plus 5 equals 2x minus 10. I'm going to distribute that. Subtract 5 from both sides. Y equals 2x minus what? Oh, where's my mistake? The 5, right? Okay, so this is going to be plus 4. So subtract 4 on both sides. Sorry. 2x equals negative 10 and negative 4? Negative 14. Good. So I'm doing monitoring progress 1 and 2 on page 188. Line A passes through these 2 points. Line B passes through these 2 points. Are they parallel? Explain. So to figure out if they're parallel, they have to have same slope. So let's figure it out. The slope of line A is change of y over change of x. So I'm going to put in -1 minus 3, -6 minus -5. Clean that up. -4 over, what's this? -1. And the slope of line A is 4. Okay, did we get that? Good. Let's do line B. So slope of line B is, I like to put the subtraction signs in because I always get messed up with my negatives. So -7 minus -2. Oops. -7 minus -2. And then 2 minus 3. That is adding it. So the slope of line B is -5 over -1, which means slope is 5. Do they have the same slopes? No. So the way that you would say this on a test or quiz, you would say no, they are not parallel. You can write those 2 lines for parallel, that's fine, because the slopes are different. They do not have the same slope. Okay, let's do monitoring progress 2. Write an equation of a line that passes through this point and is parallel to this line. All right, this line right here, what's the slope? 1/4. Oh, look, I have a point and I have a slope. Let's use point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, so y minus, what's y1? 2, good. And what's the slope? 1/4 times x minus -4, good. So that changes to plus. So y minus 2 equals, let's distribute this, that's a plus. 1/4 x plus 1/4 of 4 is 1. Add 2 to both sides. Y equals 1/4 x plus 3. There's my new equation. Now, without using Desmos or a graphing calculator, you know that they are parallel because I want you to identify the slopes in both the lines, as long as the slopes are the same. Hopefully you did your math right and you got the y-intercept the same.